Okay, YouTube, guess what? It's 9:31 p.m., 8/9/2019. I did think of doing this earlier, but I had to fix the TV dinner. I know, where my time goes in the kitchen. I can't help it. Anyway, we're going to talk about Julie Hardy. We don't care. We're tired. And I just wonder if she was CIA. Okay? From this crazy crap she did to us in the 80s. No, wait. Yeah, it was the 80s. 88, 89-ish, okay? Alright, I typed the story, and, I screen capped it. Alright, but I'll tell you, it was the craziest thing, okay? This guy we met was having a house party and invited us, but we didn't have a car, so we said, well, that's okay, I've got to come to town anyway and pick up supplies, for his house party. Just tell me where you live, and I'll swing by and get you. So he did. And so we were like the first ones there. I just hung out in the kitchen with him, and I asked, at least a couple times, if not more, can I help you with anything? Because he was totally busying himself with doing the stuff for the party. And there were a lot of Sedalia people that I knew were going to be there. Right, so I'd say there were probably 30-ish people were there, and some were bringing, like, covered dishes and stuff. Just to be contributive. I don't think it was formally a potluck dinner, but just someone wanted to chip in, so they did. Alright, so, while we were there that afternoon, Julie Hardy called to RSVP. Alright, she decided she wasn't going to be there. And I don't remember him saying it so I could hear, because he used the phone in the kitchen there. But I always will wonder if he did mention if we were going to be there or not, or that we were going to be there. And maybe that's what formed her opinion, right? So, anyway, the house was as clean as a pin. For a middle-aged guy. He was like my husband's age at that time, which was middle-aged. Spotless. Totally spotless. And not anything out of place. Alright? It was like he was anal about it. Alright? And as you can see on the screen here, he collected chime clocks. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Chime clock. And they were all set all set so they chimed together. Strangest thing I ever saw. Totally covering the walls. Okay. So I started wondering, what is that about? Are the chime clocks covering holes in the walls? I mean, did his firearm discharge while he was cleaning it? A whole bunch of times? Or was each chime clock representing a body? Alright. So here's where I can get it to go there. Alright. Well, see, what leads me with this, we had already had our little go-around with Julie Hardy by the time we met this guy, CIA Dawn. Okay? And she's the one that forced that separation of 2 weeks on us back then. I'll never be able to understand it. I was sitting there pleading, what have I done wrong? Please tell me, what have I done wrong? What has John done wrong? We just want to observe. These people are so stupid. I'm not talking regular stupid. I'm talking jumbo-size Olympic stupid. Over the top ignorant. Totally ignorant. Okay? Made us sign that with a threat hanging over us. But if we didn't cooperate, they're going to take our son. Alright? During the 2 weeks for separation, John stayed at our little house that I told you before about my mother bought us because we were so low income that we would have a little bit more money per month to live on if we didn't have to pay a house payment. So she bought it and helped fix it up. She did most of the fix up, actually. Just to try to help us. And then Family Services came along, got wind of it, and said, well, she'll have to meet with an assessor who will tell her how much she will charge you each month for a house payment. So you see, pardon me, instead of being supportive of us, they sabotaged us. Because during that same time frame, John got called to work in Warrensburg, 29 miles from Sedalia to the west, at a museum as a curator, which is like his dream come true. He's all about history. Ho, you just ask him all about it. He will tell you. Alright, like Technicolor. Alright? But, because we had to make the house payment instead, and we had no car, we couldn't get a car. That blew that plan clear out of the water. Also, we were going to be able to pay toward child support. Okay? Which was barrel rolling, as I have mentioned before. But see, one of their favorite things is to sabotage a family. That family can't squat to pot without them knowing. They more like neuter you. When I say squat to pot, I mean take a dump. You know what I mean? Okay? It's a bathroom thing. They want to know you up one side and down the other. I'm not kidding. Ask around if you think that's make-believe that I'm saying. You think I've made all these years worth of stuff up that I have told you? Because of what? What would be the gain? That would be dangerous, actually. They could come after me for slander. Which brings me to, because all these things are true that I've told you, and they are not coming at me for slander, and they are not commenting my channel or my post, and silence is consent. They know it's true. I know it's true. They probably blow it off. In fact, I'm sure they've just blown it off for years and years worth. They don't care that people know how dirty they are. It's part of their game. I'll always think that Sedalia is pedogate. Always. And I'll try to remember to link a video that talks about that. Okay? So, the big question is, and I'll probably use it for a title, is Dr. Julie Hardy, 65301, Sedalia, Missouri, a CIA doctor? My questions are simple enough. My questions are well enough stated, yet I have no answers. Isn't that kind of shady? Isn't that kind of weird? I've been at this since 1997. Since 1997, I have pounded this out. I'm going to cut this off now and hopefully get it uploaded tonight. Thanks for listening.